You are a strong person. Yes, you can do it all. You thought that they had you stuck, but you're back against the wall. You are a strong person. So baby, keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop your hustle. But both your plans to just stand tall. You will stand tall.
What's going on, collective? Thank you for joining me for another video here on LAVIProgram. Where on this channel we are manifesting realities one change at a time. For those of you that are new, my name is Lavender. I'm your virtual life coach. And thank you for those that are returning viewers. I greatly appreciate you. I think it's only about 3 or 4 of y'all. But I greatly appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and get into this collective read. What else I wanted to say? Of course, follow the QR code if you would like your own personal tarot read, or if you would like to schedule for a virtual life coaching session. The topic for today. Today's topic read would be what is blocking you. So we're gonna see what's blocking you. Okay, collective. Close this back. That drawer be getting tight. It's full of tarot decks and oracle decks. Alright, let's see. What's blocking the collective? Clear messages, please. Let's see what is blocking the collective. Please like the video, comment down below as we go. Let me know where y'all looking at me from. I greatly appreciate it. That way I can see how far my readings are getting out. Alright. Here we go. What's blocking the collective? So first out, we got Guardian. Guard your energy. So maybe some of you are kind of giving your energy away. Maybe access to individuals who don't deserve it. Maybe energy vampires or people who have shown you that they are not good peoples. But yeah, you know, you might be a kind-hearted individual that continues to give people chances. At some point, the only person that can end that cycle is you. Second out, we have Sacred Divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. So maybe something else that's blocking you is that there are multiple choices. Maybe there's a decision that needs to be had regarding making a left or a right, or up or down, or maybe keep going or make a U-turn. And for some of you, this may be something that you're struggling with at this time. All right, next out we have Spiritual Evolution. Set your heart free. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the inkling for some of you. This might be dealing with love, or at least some type of romantic or physical intimacy type of relationship. Because we got the Guardian, we got Sacred Divinity, and we got Spiritual Evolution. It looked like I said, some of you might not be Guardian energy, you know, the way you need to, given unlimited or really, you know, undeserved access to someone. And there may be a choice that you might have to make with this, you know, 2 paths ahead. And it's like with this spiritual evolution, you need to set your heart free. Because it looks like, you know, you kind of lost yourself. You see how it's just like a silhouette. There's no details. It's like she kind of lost herself. So honestly, you know, even with this, it looked like her back is kind of turned. So it looks like maybe you could be turning your back on somebody, but something is blocking you as far as a choice that needs to be made. Disconnecting from, you know, maybe some people, and really setting your heart free, not allowing your emotions to really guide and steer you. Bottom of the deck, we have Sacred Temptation, being led astray. Okay, so you might be being led astray. Somebody might be trying to, you know, lead you astray in some way. Underneath that, we got shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. Yeah, someone may be trying to lead you astray in some way, and you might need to, you know, really look more than just on the surface of that person. Really look at who they are. Yeah, third eye vision. Look deeper. It says reclaim your mind. But, you know, looking deeper than just the surface, seeing more than just the surface of something. Okay, again, that's not for all of you. All right, let's see what else. What's blocking the collective? What is blocking the collective? All right. What's blocking the collector? I couldn't even get it out. All right. So journey inward. The path to enlightenment starts within you. Introspection and growth. So journey inward. So it looks like some of you might be having a difficulty with looking inward. Maybe you feel disconnected from something. Again, we have someone that's, trying to get to the summit of something because she's at the top of a mountain. This could be a feminine energy for some of you. But she's at the top of the mountain. She used to journey inward to reach that summit. To really, it's like to really see what steps need to be taken to get more in tune with her GPS, so she know what directions to take. Um, but again, this is just an energy source, a female energy source. But I do feel like this could be a female. All right, let's see. There's something that you're not going inward about that could be interfering with your perspective of things or even your personal growth. What else is blocking the collective? We got ride the storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, refine. Some of you are not letting go of something, and you need to be. Again, we saw that again with, the choices of the sacred divinity card. Some of you are just kind of just riding a storm rather than making the choice to just not indulge in the waves at all. Not having to deal with the ups and downs because, waves are rocky. They're up and down and they clash hard. And it seems like some of you are just riding this wave rather than just getting off the roller coaster, getting out of the chaotic, storm that you're in. It's hard for you to make some type of decision with something that's kind of rocky for you, something that seems like you riding a wave just to stay afloat, or at least you're trying to ride the wave. All right, next up we have face inner demons. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform, integrate. Again, someone sitting at the top, wanting to get at the top. We had another card that came out with that. No boundaries. Difficult to establish healthy respect. Take care to ensure your needs are met. Respect, self-care, and limits. I said for some of you, this might be dealing with an intimate partner, or someone who you may be intimate with in some way, even if it's not an exclusive thing. But for some of you, this could be a situation where something has become chaotic. You holding on to it. You're not facing, your inner demons, or maybe your inner demons are actually adding fuel to the flame, allowing you to stay complacent in a situation that you're not getting yourself out of. So these could be inner demons that are blocking you, things you need to deal with inside. And we've seen that earlier. We're going inside, journey inward. We've seen that. Some of you are struggling to journey inward. Again, she's sitting at the top and saying, look, with the face and inner demons, two female energies sitting at the top. This is where you're trying to get to. This is where you would like to be at. But it's like it's hard for you to get there because there's something inside that's not being addressed, or that's maybe being ignored. What else? What else is blocking the collective with this? But it's some boundaries, the unhealthy boundaries that are here. Look, sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness, self-care. You need to set healthier boundaries. So at first we had the no boundaries, but now we got sacred boundaries. You need to, trying to make sure y'all can see that. Sorry about the glare, y'all. Yeah, it ain't working, but hopefully you can see the basis of it. But yeah, you need to set some healthy boundaries with this thing so that you can move forward with whatever this is. Again, for all of you, this will not be romantic, but it looks like for the majority of you, it will, because this is what seems to be coming out the most. Embrace the void at the bottom of the day. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Emptiness, creative power. It's like you've lost yourself. I said that earlier with this one. You've lost yourself in some way, and you need to get back to you. You need to get back to you. Someone led you astray. Someone led you astray. Sorry, guys. I cannot get that to focus. And it's backwards. So I do apologize. I'm trying, y'all. But yeah, someone has led you astray, and you need to get back to you. And for some of you, this could have been just you who led yourself astray, allowing things that other people said or, put in your head whatever little seeds they planted in you, or in your mind. You just allow them to grow, and now they're festering and they have done some work. And we got to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it. All right, let's clarify these cards with a tarot card. See what tarot has to say about this. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So, some of you may be either, not really interested in, or have not been really interested in emotions right now. Maybe there is something that you have been cutting yourself off from when it comes to, emotions, trying to shut emotions out right now so that you can try to get better at things. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, because things are not really working out for you. Things don't seem like they've been working out for you. It does not seem like things have been growing for you. You might have even been having some type of insecurities. So, it's like you're trying to, you're cutting off emotions, or you have been cutting off emotions to try to work through something. All right, so let's journey inward. Let's journey inward. Okay, so Page of Cups for Journey Inward. Again, Journey Inward talked about introspection and growth. So some of you could be trying to take a new step toward opening up more. Bottom of the deck here, we have Five of Wands. This could have been, maybe things that, it was, maybe it's hard for you to do it. It might cause an argument for you to get go inward. It might cause conflict because someone's going to see you go inward. When you begin to work on the things that you need to work, showing self-compassion. This could also be someone coming and showing you some type of positive communication, someone offering new emotion, just to kind of lift you up, some sense of empowerment to help you go inward. Okay. And this could have been, someone that maybe there was conflict initially with this person, especially with that Five of Wands at the bottom. This could have been conflict with someone, but who now wants to try to assist you in empowering yourself. Again, that's not for all of you, that's for some of you. What's Ride the Storm for the collector? What's Ride the Storm? Tell me more about Ride the Storm. Okay, so Six of Cups. So some of you may be focusing on things in your past. Maybe at the same time, you're thinking about how you used to be. You're thinking about the good things, the happy memories that you had. You're thinking about how things used to be and how you want to kind of get back to that. Yeah, the Fool. You want to take a new path. You want to start over again. You want to get back to that. And maybe right now you've been riding just this wave. Internally you could have been working on ways to try to fix things, but you haven't quite made that step yet. Let's see what's facing the demons. Tell me more about facing the demons for the collective. Okay, so we got the Empress in reverse. So this is the insecurity. This might be you feeling not as creative about things. Maybe even having a blockage when it comes to how to go about doing things to improve for yourself and your quality of life. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups in reverse. Again, this could have been, you having, like I said, those insecurities, not really having that self-compassion. Maybe you're someone who thinks negative about yourself or has some type of negative self-talk that you do, or negative perspective on your ability to potentially improve or progress in some way. And this is the inner demon that you might need to be facing. What's No Boundaries? Tell me more about No Boundaries for the collective. No Boundaries. Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups in reverse again. But No Boundaries. No Boundaries talked about respect, self-care, and limits. So maybe because some of you were struggling to care about, yourself, maybe there was some issue with self-love, which, we've kind of already established that with the insecurities that was here. But, for some of you, this could have played a role in the no boundaries. You struggling to establish and enforce boundaries, or even address violated boundaries that you may have came in with initially with something. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it's like you've completely just kind of walled yourself up. That's what it kind of feels like. You just kind of walled yourself up. It's like you just stopped trying at some point. And this is what was blocking you. You just stopped trying about something. What's sacred boundaries? Again, sacred boundaries focuses on assertiveness and self-care. Tell me more about sacred boundaries here. Okay, Ace of Wands. So, this could definitely be some new type of venture now where you're creating these sacred boundaries for yourself. You're allowing yourself to grow from one's own hand, from your own action, your own work that you put into it, getting dirty, addressing the chaos that is amongst you. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so again, I feel like, this is something that at one point maybe you didn't really acknowledge too much. Maybe this was something that, yeah, you really didn't give yourself the grace that was necessary. But now it looks like you're getting the grace that is necessary. You might have been feeling again, empty, loss of power, feeling like just nothing was available at some point. Again, this isn't for all of you, but I feel like, this is what is blocking you. These negative self perspectives, these, focusing on not focusing on you, maybe indulging too much of someone else, giving away your energy, losing yourself while trying to address others' needs. Like all of that is here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it looks like though, because underneath Embrace the Void, we have Shadow Blossom. It says you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Resilience, nourishing. Okay, that's even with that Seven of Wands. You're trying to push through. You're trying to now make sure that you are doing what is necessary to not just act like what happened didn't happen. The things that are from the past that might be impacting you presently. Instead, is more so accepting that, okay, that happened, but I can make a choice to do things differently. I don't have to allow it to keep me down. I don't have to allow it to continue to feed off of me or allow negative people to feed off of me. Okay, let's see. What is the advice? What is the advice for the collective? What is the advice for the collective? Let's see. What is the advice for the collective? Bottom of the deck, shine. The sky is the limit. Just reminding you that, you can be and do any and everything that you feel like you can do and be. It's just, you got to work for it. You can't just sit back and just think it's going to come knocking at your front door, because it's not. You have to go out there and work for it. And I said that earlier, getting your hands dirty. What's the advice for the collective? So we have ending. A gorgeous ending, a new cycle begins. So it looks like, you need to put those things in the past down. Again, not ignoring them, acting like they didn't exist, but acknowledging that you can make a choice, that you don't have to let it continue to impact you. So this is kind of giving like the death card, like some type of renewal in some way, like a transformation, ending a cycle. Okay, secondly, yeah, potentiality. Young and energetic with great energy. Yeah, put your potential out there. In the negative thoughts, the negative behaviors, things that you were doing to add to your circumstances. Because we gotta be honest with ourselves. We add not only to the good, but we can also add to our own demise. We play a role in both ends. Again, duality. We play a role in both of it, the light and the dark. But whichever one you feed is the one that gets bigger. So let's feed more of the lightness, that potentiality that's there. What else for the collective? What else for the collective? All right, next out we have criticize. Excellence means being different. Be yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. It's okay to be different. It's okay that you might have made a mistake, even if this was a situation you stayed stuck in for years. Again, it's your choice to stay in it another second. You can get up out of it. Don't criticize for it. Give yourself some grace, because the criticizing is already what kind of got you here, because you added to that. But get out of that. You can make a choice to do something different. You don't need to beat yourself up about it. Just get out of it. Work on getting out of it. Because, of course, it might not happen with the snap of a finger, but it can happen if you put effort and work towards it. Next, we have Ring Nebula. Balanced and complete state. Exactly. Get back to a balanced state. Get back to a balanced state with yourself. That duality is coming out again. Let's get one more. One more for the collective, for the advice. One more. All right, create. The first step to creating greatness. Create. We can't just talk about it. That's the planning portion. Now we got to go out there and we got to do something about it. We got to walk the walk of the plan that we was talking. Bottom of the deck, we have death. And I said death. And look, we started with death plucking, and then at the end, we got death. Endure the trial, overcome the failure. Exactly. Endure the trial. You done been through everything. Now put your effort and your time and your work into creating something different for yourself. Allow a new transformation to happen for you. You have to not resist it, though. Don't worry about all the what ifs, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now you can. You could have then too, but let's not go back to that. Let's instead do something different instead of focusing on what we coulda, shoulda, woulda. Well, what we gonna do about it now? You know what I'm saying? Underneath that, we got power. Exactly. Believe that you are greater than any obstacle. Exactly. Believe that you are greater than any obstacle. Yes. You have the power to do exactly what it is that you want to do and be exactly who it is that you want to be. It's all up to you. It's always been you. So let's get these blockages out the way and let's get to work. And I guess sometimes it can be hard trying to do it on your own. So if you would like, again, any type of life coaching support, or if you would like spiritual guidance through my tarot reads, please make sure that you scan that QR code, or you copy and paste the link down in my description or my bio. Holler at me. Let's try to go ahead and get you an appointment scheduled so that we can get to work on this situation, all right? Or any other situation that you may want to discuss and talk about. All right, y'all. Again, please like the video. Comment down below your thoughts on this read, and I look forward to the next one with you guys, all right? Take care. Be safe. Remember, man, it's only you versus you. Nobody else. Bye.